this is a quick impromptu stream because I've managed to get hold of today a copy of Star Wars Shatterpoint and a few of the expansions. So I want to say thank you to Vaughan from Tabletop Workshop, who managed to hook me up with these from his store, which is in Truro, which if you haven't checked out and you're in the local area, they are at the old bakery, and I'll put some links to the websites and stuff in the descriptions below for those of you who are a bit further afield. However, Vaughan has this awesome space where you can go and book a table to play some war games, learn some war games. They're happy to teach people. They have club nights there on Monday night with, I think it's Tags Gaming. And then the other nights of the week, they have other like shop sessions where you can just go in, ask for a game or something, and you can learn to play games, or you can demo games. Like they're going to be demoing Shatterpoint on Monday. And yeah, I've been playing Star Wars Legion there over the past couple of weeks as I've been learning that game. However, as I've delved heavily into Legion, Shatterpoint released, and like I said, Vaughan was super awesome, and he managed to get me a copy of the core set and 2 of the expansions, which we're going to be unboxing one after the other today. So we'll do the core set first, and then I'll do the other 2 videos as separate videos. Hey, Fluffy Cat Proof! And yeah, so big shout out to Tabletop Workshop, and yeah, if you're in Cornwall or in Truro, please go check them out. However, let's have a look at Star Wars Shatterpoint. So, Star Wars Shatterpoint is a 2-player skirmish game where you will take control of a galactic hero or villain, namely somebody like Anakin Skywalker, Ahsoka Tano, Bo-Katan, or Count Dooku. You could have Darth Maul. You know, most of these come within the core set. So you've got in the core set itself is Bo-Katan and some of the Mandalorian troop that she has. You have Anakin in the 501st, which includes Captain Rex. You've got Ventress, some B1s, Attack Droid, Gar Saxon, and the Death Watch. You also get a load of terrain with this as well, if I'm reading the box correctly. But yeah, a skirmish game is essentially a smaller version of a full tabletop war game. So those of you who play things like Legion, you have big scale armies, or 40k and you have big scale armies, I suppose this is going to be closer, especially for the 40k guys, maybe to Kill Team, where you just have like one unit that you're controlling against the opposition. And I'm trying to very gently get into this box without damaging it, because as I always do, I freaking love box art. And this box has some stunning art on it, and I will show you all of that. Forgive the noise of the cellophane. So let's get into Christmas early. Right, horrible noise. First of all, lovely, lovely bright box art, which I love box art, but also it's got that kind of like comic book Marvel-esque, also meets Dave Filoni feel to it. So whereas Legion is very close to those miniatures from, like, especially me because I play Inferno Squadron for the Empire, very close to the game, where a lot of the miniatures now that Atomic Mass Transitions have them are really looking like their characters. This really focuses on the Clone Wars at the moment and on the Dave Filoni era of things, which I freaking love. So we're going to get straight into it and have a look at what's inside this core set. But that is some good art right there from Atomic Mass Transmissions. I'm going to put that one down there. So what have we here? This is, so we've got our pop board. This has got all of our like tokens on it and stuff. So you're going to see, obviously, I think these must be damages and different conditions on there, objective possibly. So we'll have to have a look at the rule books to find out what exactly everything is. We have something here which has a lovely, lovely bit of art on it. Oh, what I'm hoping. Oh, that's awesome! So, they've given us a backdrop for miniatures. That's really cool. So you've got like a snowy side just there, which is like a snowy mountains, maybe somewhere in Hoth, maybe where Ahsoka leaves her sabers for Vader to find. And then we have what looks like Geonosis on the other side. Come on, camera, let's focus in. It really doesn't like me in the past few days. My apologies. But it's very cool that we have those backdrops, and I really want to show you them because they're really important. That for those of you out there who mini paint like I do, come on, it's really awesome to have something that comes with it so that you can share it online with Atomic Mass Transitions, and maybe they'll share your stuff as well. Wow, that camera is really not liking it today. Right, let's see if I move the there we go. So we've got the Geonosian side just there, and we have the frost side just there. That's really cool. And it's like perforated down here, so you can fold it one way or the other depending on what you need. And there are instructions for that on the back of the Shatterpoint one, which is also really awesome because on that you've just got a nice starry background that has the Shatterpoint bits on it, so that's really awesome. And I think that slots into the box by the look of it, so you can have the box up on its side and then have that slotted against it, which is really cool. Yeah, very much a fan of that. I wasn't expecting that in there because I haven't had a look inside the core sets yet. Core rulebooks, nice and chunky, look at that. Same box art that's on the front. Hopefully we get a nice amount of stuff in there. So it looks like we've got the movement tools, which is very similar to Legion, but it's got your contents in there. So 16 miniatures, 12 unit stat cards, 12 stance cards, 23 terrain pieces. I'm really looking forward to getting to those. Got some dice. I love dice. Order cards. We've got momentum tokens, struggle tokens. Yeah, the damage counters, priority objectives, injured and wounded, hunker, disarm, pinned, strained, exposed, objective, force, and control. We have some struggle card front and back. We've got some mission cards. So it's good that it's not just a skirmish game. It seems like we're going to get missions, just like in Legion, but it's going to be nice and it's going to be a quicker game. Especially like those of you who play 800 points in Legion. It can be quite a long game from what I've seen so far. So yeah, we've got all about the different factions in there, about stances. There's Ahsoka right there. Seems like we've got Aurra's Padawan and we've got Aurra's Jedi No More. I love this terrain and I'm really looking forward to getting this painted up. That's very exciting to me. What have we got? Yeah, so it seems like it's going to give you quite a bit in there, especially on things like movement and stuff. Got things like force abilities in there, overlapping, about range, towards and away, making an attack, dice, attack and defense stats, yeah, everything that you need. And anything I guess that will be errated will be on the Atomic Mass Transmissions webpage. And I know that we had a Legion one yesterday or the day before, which made a lot of things like the Super Commando's shields a lot cheaper, so it makes them more viable. And I think some force powers have gone up, which makes them less viable. But let's get into this bit as well. It's got another lovely star card there, and that's not necessarily a backdrop, but you absolutely could use it as one. I'm going to put that one down there. It's all on sprue as well. So what I'm looking forward to with it being on sprue is that these minis are probably going to be insanely well detailed, because what we've seen so far with Legion is that it's been really good, especially since we've gone to the hard plastic with Atomic Mass Transmissions, but also these are slightly bigger minis. They're not the same, 28 to 30mm bases. I think they're slightly larger. Sorry about the noises, plastic clacking against each other as we pull these out. I'm actually going to take the box down here while I do this. So let's have a look in here. Noise, 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 noise. I'm just going to tip that out. So I've got quite a bit of painting to do. Not only have I not finished Legion yet, I need to... So that bag you don't have to rip into. It turns out there's a pop tie on the top of that. So that's the top of the walkways and buildings. Very Star Wars with that kind of grid there with the long gaps that are rounded off at either end. Got some what looks like edges of buildings. Same again, pipes and borders and some ladders. Very, very good. I'm wondering if they've got the ladders, if you need to use those to get up and down terrain. I know that in Legion you can just climb as long as it's one range height, but yeah, I guess we'll find out as we go through the core rulebook later tonight. That looks like a Lolthcat, which is awesome. Crash TIE Fighter there. Not a TIE Fighter, Jedi Starfighter even. It's not going to be a TIE Fighter. It's not time for those yet. But maybe in time they'll bring out a Galactic Empire timeline set. We've got more terrain bits there, so it looks like we've got some more ladders and bits and bobs that kind of just add a little bit of dynamic to your buildings. There we've got the doors and the walls. I love these styles of doors just here as well. Really, 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 really nicely done. Lovely little windows there. Great vents. I mean, you could, whether or not it looks like it all clicks together actually as well. You might not need to glue this. I guess we'll find out. We'll have to do a video where we put some stuff together. Like that you get like the wires in there as well on the inside. But you could almost de-sprue these prime them separately and paint them separately before you put them together almost. And I wonder if it clicks together so that you can take it back down. We will have to find out. So what else have we got? This one looks like some supply crates and some more ladders, which is also good for Legion, the supply crates, because we can use those for objective markers. We don't have things like the supplies. Got more vents, doors. We've got little exhausts. We've got computer panels. Just for the terrain alone, that's lovely. That's really, really nice. So very excited about that. So this is what I'm on about with the base sizes. So the actual, let's get those off the table for now, and let's have a look at these. So these are the size of the bases. So if we look at that and compare it to a standard Legion base, that's the difference. So we're playing with bigger minis, so hopefully it should be easier to paint, but I guess we will find out in the next few days, hopefully. I'm going to put those down there so you can see, like, there you go. Some real detail on those bases. So you don't necessarily need to be terraining them yourself. I mean, you absolutely could. I'm sure you could. But I'm totally going to leave these like this because there are a few really, really nice ones on there. I say a few. They're all really nice. But yeah, we've got some cracked earth ones. We've got some like damaged metallics. We've got a mix of the two. Like I think that's probably one of my favourites so far. Is like this mix of the two where we've got a bit of metallic from a building and then also some kind of ground or concrete that's like cracked as well. That's lovely. So they are some of the bases. Yeah, 4, 8, 12, 16, 18 of those. That'll be for the 17 minis. Interesting. Let's find out what else we get then. So let's put those over there because hopefully we'll be able to show you what's next. I do like as well, if you get to see this, they put the minis all around the side of the box and they've done some box art there. So Atomic Mass have really taken their time to give us our money's worth. Because I mean, everybody who loves Star Wars is going to be wanting this, I'm sure of it. So let's not rip this bag open, let's actually spend some time. Here we go, here are some more walls and stuff. So let's, you know what, I'm going to grab these cards out as well while I'm here. Oh, dice! Those of you who don't know, I also make dice. And I really, really like dice. I'm currently only really doing ttrpg dice at the moment. I have, you can see it on the website down there, www.dragonbornindustries.com. So if you want to check those out, we've got some potions and stuff as well. However, we might be doing some compatible game dice for some other systems soon, so keep your eye on those. So we have our little tokens here. These are little acrylic cubes, very common in a lot of board games for, you know, ammo or damage or whatever it is that they are for this game. But like, I know them especially from things like Nemesis, where they're used for ammunition and for damage counters. Let's have a look. So we've got, they're nice big cards. Look at that. So rather than having, like you would have with, I suppose a list for 40k, and for Legion, I have my cards like set out all across the table, and that whole edge of the table is taken up. So it looks like we actually have a nice large set of cards that you can read from there. I mean, like even that there, the camera's not zoomed right in on that, but like, you should be able to make out some of those words. So we've got like Ahsoka Tano, Jedi No More, and Bo-Katan Kryze, Clan Kryze Mandalorians, which is freaking awesome. Because we don't have those, I think, for Legion yet, and I desperately want them. We've got General Anakin Skywalker, and yeah, it's General Anakin Skywalker. Captain Rex, Clone Troopers, Lord Maul, Gar Saxon, who is awesome. Mandalorian Super Commandos, who are awesome. Asajj Ventress, Sith Assassin. Kalani, the Super Tactical Droid. That's going to be a fun one. And the B1 Battle Droid's just there. So that's very, very cool. Let's put those ones away before I lose them. What else have we got in the bags? So, this looks like our mission cards. We've got the other cards down here. So they seem to be art cards, maybe? They just say Shatterpoint on the back, and they have a picture on the front. Then we've got more there. Then we've got some form for lightsabers, so I'm guessing these are the attack cards. Close support, yeah. Skirmish tactics, Form V and Form V Gemso for Anakin. So it seems like the Jedis have a double-sided card. So we have Form V Shine, and which is a lightsaber stance, Shen, sorry, and Form V Gemso. So Ahsoka's were, let's find hers. Form V Shen Reverse Grip and Jarkai. So those are the lightsaber ones that they favour. And the same with Legion, you get characters who favour certain ones and get abilities based on that. So I'm going to assume it's the 7. 7? It's the same. Sorry, I'm reading the word 7 there. So we also have with them as well, looking down these, you get like their attacks, their bonuses. I'm assuming which dice they roll, what bonuses they get. Yeah, everything that you need all on one card, rather than having to set up loads of different attachments and equipments and upgrades. It looks like everything is good to go. Yeah, Jarkai and Form 2 Makashi. Yeah, so it is literally only the Force users that get double stances, so it seems like they're the ones who have a double-sided card, and we'll have to dive into the rules to see if you have to spend an action to flip those over, or if you have to start a game like that. Dice, here we go. So let's have a look at some of those. Some lovely blues and some lovely greys in there. So let's have a look at what we get. So we've got some D8s and D6s. It seems like you get 2, 3, 6 D6s and 2, 4, 6, 8 D8s. I'm going to presume that this is the same as Legion, so don't hold me to this, where it is your squares, your cubes, your D6s are your defense dice, because it looks like I've got a surge, possibly a block or a shield there. And maybe one of those is a miss, and then it looks like we've got hit, crit, miss and dodge? Miss and surge? Not dodge. Yeah, so it looks like they're all... I mean, that looks like a crit symbol to me. I'll have to check the rules. That looks like a hit. That looks like a surge. So I'm going to just straight up presume that the diamond is a... I'm going to presume that that's the miss, but we'll get to that later on. Maybe we'll do, after we've learnt to play a little bit and had a read of the rulebook, we will do a little video on how to play. Maybe we'll do a game live. Let us know if that's the kind of thing you want to see. I know that I'm going to like a demo night of it down at TT Workshop, run by Vaughan and the Tags group. So I'm looking forward to that. I think I'm going to do this in 2 separate bits. So I'm going to grab out the terrain bits first. So again, forgive the noise of plastic clunking about, as it is always a nasty loud noise. I'm going to leave the miniatures till last, because let's face it, that's what I've got them for. So let's grab out these bits of terrain. Ooh, that's got a lot of small bits in there. Let's grab the first ones. I'm going to straight up presume that this is a turn card. You've got like little grooves in there where these little cubes, I'm assuming, are going to fit, because it all looks like that fits nice and snug. Could be victory points, because we've got 2 different sides here. It looks like a light side and a dark side, maybe. Yeah, I'll have to go check out my Star Wars language, because written on that down there is a load of Star Wars letters, and I can't quite remember them all. Could use the words behind me to mark it. So that one there's an A. Where is that one? There is a R. You know, I'm not going to do that right now. It's a Shatterpoint. There we go. So that one down there says Shatterpoint in Star Wars language, which I can't remember the name of right now. Anyway, I get distracted so easily. We have more terrain bits. So let's have a look at those. And we've got some lovely walls. We've got some fans in there. And I don't know if this camera's going to get this, but like all of these have this like lovely finish to them. But also, let's see if I can shift this around for you. So, really want to see. There you go, like those fans in there. That's awesome. Got like a load of wires on walls and lights, so we could do some OSL effects on there. That's going to be lovely. We've also got some more walls and doors just here. So again, we've got like a nice big opening there. I wonder if like you can place in buildings and stuff. That'd be very cool if you can. Lovely little computers and panels again. All super lovely, lovely stuff. let's have a look in this one. It's quite nice, this. It's like each individual one's like opening up another Christmas present. So I don't quite know what's going to be in each one. The movement rulers there. Right, let's get rid of that one there. We've got more ladders, we've got more bits and bobs. Here are the range rulers. So I'll get to those in a minute, because we've got more panels. I like that they've not just left the panels blank, they've put all of these extra little bits in there, like the computers and like the bits and bobs that we would see in the backgrounds around the Star Wars universe. So that's really, really cool. I like that a lot. I think it would not only make for really nice scenery and terrain for not just Star Wars, but also for any sci-fi games like Cyberpunk, like Starfinder. I'm just trying to give you guys reasons to go buy this, basically, because I'm going to use it for those things. So it looks like we've got the range rulers here, and just like Legion, they should snap together. So hopefully they should go like that, and it means that when you're moving around, you can use a range 1 ruler, as this one is, to then, you know, go around corners and stuff like that without having to work out what it is. I really like that system. We seem to have a range 1 and a range 2, and that appears to mostly be that for the range rulers, apart from what I assume to be different weapon versions. So this one has a DL44 on it, which has a lovely little, it looks like it's in carbonite. It's got lovely blast lines all the way to the end there. So I'm going to assume that that is the longest blast that we can do. This one, not going to lie, it looks like Force Lightning. This is our range 4 ruler. This one has like that striation going up there that looks like lightning. So if Dooku's got range 4 lightning, that's going to be nuts. Lightsaber combat. So I'm assuming that you have to be that close to each other. That seems to be our range 2er. And range 3 appears to be grenades. So there you go. It's nice that they've actually put the details onto those as well, because I really like bling at the table. I really do. We also have this one, and I'm not sure what this is yet, so I'll have to go check that out. It appears to be another kind of range ruler of some kind, but it maybe is moving to one side. Oh, there's an arrow there. I will have to look at the rulebook for that one, but it is an odd angle, so we will find out in time. Let's put those to one side. There we are, range 1 and range 2. And again, they've put artwork on there, so like you've got a Jedi there against the backdrop, and you've got the twin suns. You've got more. Oh, there's a droid on that one. It looks like R5. That's very cool. So that's that one. The last of the building pieces. We have more walls and grates and doors by the looks of things. Maybe those ones there. They could actually just be the tops. But again, lovely and well done. And the last bag. This is what I'm very much looking forward to painting, and with the size that they are, it's going to be very, very fun. So, you get 2 sprues. They are, oh man, look at that jetpack. That is awesome. So, just there is a jetpack with blasting out smoke and fire, and I like that they've made this bit disjointed. I like that it's not attached. That's very, very cool. So on there seems to be a lot of the Mandalorian stuff. We've got some clone troopers. There is Ahsoka is just here. There is really quite a fair amount of stuff on one particular sprue. Well, I mean, they've got 16, 17 minis on one sprue, well, 2 sprues, so. Yeah, there's Anakin, there's Ventress. Absolutely stunning. I want to find one of their heads to show you. So there's Ventress, but let's find Anakin. I'm going to take that off. Hopefully I don't lose it. But this, see if we can get that to zoom in on that. In fact, actually, let's see if we can get that to go up big. So Anakin's head, which you can see how small it is against my painted hands. The eyes and everything are perfectly recessed. That's amazing. Very, very much like that. I'm just going to try and find one more head, because I think that I'd like to see something with a lot of detail. Maybe Maul, because I think that that could be... I know that I struggled with Maul for Imperial Assault, because doing those Sith tattoos was really hard. Let's just bring that back while I'm looking for it. Let's have a look and find a double-bladed... There it is. There's the back of his head, which means that the front of his head should be around here somewhere. Oh, Bo-Katan looks awesome as well. Come on, where's your head? There it is. Oh, so what they've done, I'm going to try and bring this onto this one again, is you might see on this, I wonder if, I might have to get the macro lens out later on and take some pictures for Instagram because, actually I might be able to do it up on that one. They've put detail actually into the face so that you can paint the detail. So all of those like tattoos and stuff are actually raised or embedded in depending on like the area of the mini, so you can paint around. If you can get in there with a small enough brush, you'll be able to do the details without having to worry about freehanding it at all. You'll be able to go in there and yeah, just follow the model, which is wicked. It saves me a lot of pressure and time, especially if we can like I suppose something like contrast paints or speed paints would really lend themselves to these as well, because all of that is going to seep in then. All you have to do is pick out the details on top. So you could quite literally like do them all in red and then pick out the black bits. Very, very good work, Atomic Mass Transmissions. That is awesome. So that is everything that you get within this, which is the core box. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close the stream down, and then I'll stop the recording, and then I'll go in and I'll come back online and do the next one, and then the next one after that. So thanks for checking out. If you're on Twitch and coming in and joining in on the stream as we unbox this. If you're on YouTube, thanks again. Please go check out this game. If you didn't make it to the UK Games Expo, check with your friendly local gaming stores. If you're in Cornwall, Vaughan down at Tabletop Workshop, and I'll put a link in the description below to his website, can get hold of these for you. Such a cool set of minis, and I'm really looking forward to learning to play. But until next time, we will see you around. Bye now.